Welcome to the 5th Annual Climate Changemaker Teen Film Festival.
Hi, I'm Bella.
And I'm Jake.
And we're the presidents of the New Roads Environmental Club.
And today we will be your hosts for this fabulous event. We are a K-12 school in Santa Monica, California. This festival is produced by our school. New Roads created this festival to give middle school and high school students a platform to express themselves through short films and explore climate change related topics or call to action films that inspire viewers to make a change.
The festival will showcase the incredible talent, passion, and advocacy of young filmmakers tackling the most critical issues their generation will face.
This year, we received over 200 submissions and have 14 films from around the world, including countries such as India, Poland, South Korea, Germany, Georgia, Sri Lanka, and the United States of America. As someone who lost their home in the LA fires, I am especially looking forward to the inspiring films that highlight change, solutions, and advocacy that this one-of-a-kind film festival has to offer.
We have so many inspiring and eye-opening films lined up for you all.
We hope you enjoy the festival.
In 1985, when Heal the Bay was founded, the biggest source of pollution in the Santa Monica Bay was undertreated sewage from the wastewater treatment plant.
And there we were out on the beach with this bullhorn now. That source of contamination, the sewage treatment plant, is now in compliance with the Clean Water Act.
Unfortunately, that didn't solve all of our problems in the bay.
Lots of issues that the ocean is facing right now directly impact us as humans.
Climate change, plastic pollution can cause dramatic disruptions.
DDT,
hundreds of tons of contaminated DDT,
poisoning the fish.
Sea star populations on the West Coast just disappear.
And we're also in the middle of the 6th mass extinction.
Overfishing, ocean acidification,
Harmful algal blooms,
toxic chemicals,
fish contamination,
decimating wild populations.
It's a large-scale problem.
These things are scary. But I have hope that we're going to rise to meet these challenges because we know that we have the tools that we need.
I'm a big believer in science drives policy change and policy change leads to action. And we're doing an amazing job at it.
Heal the Bay is focusing on 4 core issue areas: public health, climate change, biodiversity, and equity and environmental justice.
Southern California's Beach Report Card is out tonight.
Heal the Bay's annual report card,
giving letter grades to California beaches.
The Beach Report Card and River Report Cards are tools for the public, so you can check those grades and see if it's safe to go in the water or not.
Estos 5 pedecitos son los más contaminados con DDT, PCB y mercurio.
Our angler outreach team has cards in multiple languages showing the anglers what fish is going to be safe for them to bring home to their families.
El programa de Heal the Bay se ha corrido desde el año 2003 y hasta la actualidad hemos educado a más de 180,000 pescadores desde nuestros inicios.
This is Heal the Bay Aquarium. This is right underneath the Santa Monica Pier.
This is a place where we get to educate over 10,000 kids a year. Over 70% of those kids are coming from Title I schools. Many of them have never seen the beach before.
Teaching them about these local species, giving them the experience of interacting with them.
The kids fall in love with these animals. The look on their face when they get to touch a shark.
It's the experience that creates that sense of empathy. And that's what makes us so important.
Water connects us all, right? It's like one of the few things that really connects every community.
Heal the Bay is working to make sure that our communities are adapting to climate change in a way that is equitable and affordable for all Angelinos.
We know that the work we're doing is effective because we see change happen. And we work to pass policies or laws.
We've helped to pass Measure W.
Measure W for recycling rainwater.
And I'm so proud of the success around plastic pollution.
The phase out of single-use plastics starts to
seeing those successes is really rewarding.
We're up against some massive challenges. But I'm hopeful because I work with an incredible group of scientists and policy experts. We're the ones you want at the table to work on these issues because we've done it before.
And in many ways, Heal the Bay is magical, right? We show up every day knowing that we can make positive change for everyone, every community.
And when you start small within communities and you expand and expand, that's how you get global action.
Heal the Bay is here to make sure that future generations have all the opportunities to explore the things that make Southern California so special.
Hi, I'm Ravi Vest from Los Angeles, California. I made this video because I like the message and I want to bring awareness about climate change.
I come from the mother of trees. I am waiting to wake up. I'm a tiny seed. Soil nurturing, pure water opening, bright sunlight wakes my heart. I am a green seedling, rich soil nurturing, pure water opening, bright sunlight wakes my heart. Green seedling. I am tiny as a seed. I am mighty as a tree. I belong on earth. Earth embraces me. Mighty as a tree. My roots are reaching deep. My leaves are stretching high. I am growing, I am strong between the earth and sky. My branches spreading wide, my trunk is strengthening. I breathe in and breathe out. I am a mighty tree. I'm a home to birds, a home to squirrels, a home to seeds, a home to bees. My branches spreading wide, my trunk is strengthening. I breathe in and breathe out. I am a mighty tree. I am tiny as a seed. I am mighty as a tree. I belong on earth. Earth embraces me. I am mighty
Hi, I'm Luke Recker from Mahtomedi, Minnesota. We made our film Stop Talking About Climate Change because ignoring climate change is way easier when there's money to be made.
And I'm Molly Recker, also from Mahtomedi, Minnesota. Don't worry, if we stop talking about it, maybe the planet will fix itself.
Here at Stop Talking About Climate Change, we believe in taking action, and the time to do it is now.
Now we know what you're thinking. Just another climate change denier. Just another corporate PR stunt. Just another
failure who will never make his father proud because apparently Egyptian pyramid art studies is a useless degree and I will never be an artist.
But enough about me. Let's take my assistant Lisa, for example. Lisa, come over here. Lisa, give me an update of the current global state of the world right now.
Sir, about 1 million species are facing extinction.
See, I don't have to deny it. I don't have to say that that's not true. I just have to simply not talk about it.
Wait, but sir, climate change could be irreversible by 2030.
Up. Lisa, do you care about your job? No? Do you care about your family? What's our company motto, Lisa? Just get out of here. Just get out. Get out. Alright, let's take a look at what 3 random strangers from off the street have to say about this.
I stopped talking about climate change. I stopped talking about climate change. I won't stop talking about climate change.
Here at Stop Talking About Climate Change, we promise that we are committed to the sustainability of our profits, because while some call it global warming, we call it global earning, just like the $5.9 trillion in subsidies fossil fuels rake in each year, keeping things nice and heated for business.
See, there are no problems with global warming. If it's hot outside, just turn up the Wait. Oh. Well, I guess Al Gore was right. Alright, you guys stay here.
Hello, my name is Som Punjani, and I made One Fragile World. One Fragile World highlights the beauty of our nature, yet it also shows us the fragility that our planet has. I hope you enjoy my film. In the beauty of nature, a symphony of life unfolds. Like a mirror, the river reflects the sky above, a quiet reminder that our actions like ripples echo through the world around us. Amidst the concrete jungle, humanity hums with vigor. Our ambitions and innovations shape the world we've built. But do the footprints we leave honor the earth that we live in? But there is still hope. Our planet, a miracle in the vast cosmos, is still teeming with life and beauty. A fragile masterpiece that calls for our stewardship. The forest teaches us to care. Each creature, no matter how small, plays a role in the web of existence. We stand as stewards of this world, entrusted with a legacy that spans lifetimes. The story continues beyond these frames. Let's embrace the path of harmony and care, for in our choices, we sculpt the world's destiny.
Hello all, my name is Shyam Manikandan. I'm from Delhi Private School, Sharjah. I made this film to spread awareness on environmental issues and sustainable living.
Reduce the volume! Now give me the remote. Why should I give you the remote? Excuse me? You were watching the whole day. It's my turn now.
We were like any other children, fighting for petty things, but one day, a bird built its nest in our balcony using discarded wires. We realized that throwing the waste without segregation will negatively impact our environment. We decided to do our part. We started collecting waste from our neighbors, going door to door, and by sending messages on WhatsApp. After initial hiccups, our repeated efforts started bearing fruit. We stuffed plastic trash painstakingly into the bottle and prepared eco bricks to construct community compost bins. So far, we have recycled thousands of kilos of paper and toners, 10,000 plastic bottles through our school and municipality. We regularly volunteer for cleanup drives in public places such as beach, desert, and school zones. We recently went for a school cleanup drive, and it is heartbreaking to see so much of plastic waste scattered everywhere. A big plastic disintegrates into smaller pieces that ends up in the ocean. As you can see, this is a cigarette. What we need to do? Stop littering the beaches and we'll have a better planet. The climate is changing. Why aren't you? Change your ways and go fully green. This is a green run. Green for the future. A sustainable green city in our mind. So, our problems right now, pollutions, global warming, water scarcity, how do we face it? Yes, we have to turn green. No, not paint yourself in green color, but take your actions in a sustainable way. Use renewable energies. Everything and almost everything is renewable. And also limit your use of plastic. This run is to create awareness to go green. Tree planting is the best way to reduce pollution. A tree absorbs 25 kgs of carbon dioxide per year. It is really tough to do volunteer work along with our studies. We have a long way to go, but we are determined.
My name is Joel Hoffman, and I'm from Santa Fe, New Mexico. I made a video about fires and a firefighting solution called PCADS. I made this video because of fires in Los Angeles last January and because of wildfires near my house in 2021. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoy my video.
We have been seeing more and more wildfires recently. In 2018, the Camp Fire in California, the Bay Area Fire in 2020, the Texas wildfires in 2024, and right now, multiple wildfires are burning in Los Angeles. The fires in Los Angeles have claimed at least 29 lives, 40,000 acres of land, and almost 13,000 structures. The worst part is that they are still burning, and 180,000 people have already been displaced, possibly forever. In my own neighborhood in 2021, wildfires were burning close enough to see flames. We had water and food packed for an emergency evacuation, and animals were escaping the fire through our backyard. The more fires that burn, the more greenhouse gases are released into the atmosphere, contributing to global warming, which leads to less rain and drier forests, which leads to more fires. But before we dive into solutions, I am joined by Eric Letzenberg, a wildfire expert. What are the biggest risks of wildfires?
Well, clearly the biggest risk is to humans. So if you either aren't ever told to leave or you don't listen to the message to leave and you get stuck somewhere, obviously these things can be deadly. The biggest risk is loss of life.
How about the risks to firefighters?
So the biggest risk, honestly, is small stuff. sprains, falls, things falling on them, falling down hills. It's a lot of moving parts.
Thank you for your time.
You got it. Enjoy.
Thank you. So what is being done to stop these fires before they get even worse? One method of containing a fire is creating barriers the fire can't cross, like roads and trenches. However, many barriers and ways to put out fires are solved with retardant. But dropping fire retardant presents many dangers and challenges. One of the biggest dangers is how low firefighters must fly to drop retardant on the fires. One of the biggest challenges is accuracy. Much of the fire retardant misses the fire, often dropping on places far out of the fire's reach. This is mostly caused by wind. Retardants also can carry heavy metals and other chemicals which harm the environment when they miss the fire. But now we have a solution to both of the first problems and a way to make the last less awful. Precision Container Aerial Delivery System, or PCADS. PCADS is essentially a fire retardant water balloon. Fire retardant in a large bladder inside of a box is dropped from high altitude using GPS. The high altitude is much safer than a low altitude. But once PCADS hits the ground, what do you think will happen? Multiple huge plastic balloons on the ground? Is that eco-friendly? Luckily, there are solutions. The box and balloon are either 100% biodegradable, or the drop spots are tracked for cleanup. Other benefits of PCADS. They are cost-effective, and they can be loaded onto nearly any firefighting or transport plane, so new planes are not required to drop PCADS. One box takes about 8 minutes to assemble, and can be quickly loaded onto a plane, taking a total of about 15 to 20 minutes to load one box with 2 people. This means PCADS can be loaded onto planes with efficiency. So I propose that when possible, PCADS be used as a substitute for traditional firefighting. Mist fire retardant can cover towns, get into rivers, and more. Retardant contains chemicals and heavy metals that can kill and injure animals that could be unharmed if we simply used PCADS. You might be asking, what can I do? Watching and spreading this video will get PCADS out there. You can advocate for your local or national government to use PCADS. This would help them, too, because PCADS costs less than dropping retardant. The cost of additional packaging on PCADS is offset by the amount of retardant that is saved. If PCADS were used for just half of wildfire drops, we could save 5.4 million gallons of fire retardant that would otherwise be unused and harming the environment.
Hello, my name is Asya Sanshuli and I'm from country Georgia. This is my first ever animated short film, and I made this film to share the ever-present problem of our nature and planet's climate. I also wanted to share my characters and style. I'm very thankful for this festival for choosing my film, and I'll hope you like it. Thank you very much for watching.
Hello everyone, today I would like to talk about my short documentary that I created to share the untold story of Jeju's legendary female divers, Haenyeo, and also the growing plastic crisis threatening their way of life. Let's dive in. To the outside world, Jeju may be perceived as a small remote island separated from the mainland of South Korea. Jeju is not only a beautiful getaway, but also a vibrant example of a balance between traditions and nature, currently confronting significant challenges in a rapid changing world. But beyond its natural beauty lies a tradition that defines Jeju's spirit, the Haenyeo.
In Jeju's community, Haenyeo refers to women divers who begin professional training as early as age 10 or even younger, to depths of 20 meters, harvesting seaweeds and marine creatures for food. This practice has become a distinctive aspect of Jeju's culture and continues to this day.
지금은 해녀들이 신규 해녀들이 별로 안 나와. 요즘 70대 해녀가 많아. 50대는 별로 없어.
However, due to their dwindling numbers, women as old as 80 years of age still uphold this tradition. Various changes now pose significant threats to the survival of Haenyeos. While there are many challenges, one of the major and most dangerous issues is waste in the ocean. Careless disposal of trash is endangering the lives of Haenyeo.
쓰레기 같은 거는 바다에 버리지 말아야 되는데 바다에 버려가지고 지금은 그런 모자방 일반 쓰레기 같은 거 일반 쓰레기 병 아이스박스 부물 막 그런 것만 올라.
Since the end of COVID-19, the numbers of visitors to Jeju Island has sharply increased, with the record of 13.34 million tourists flocking to enjoy its water. This surge in tourism has contributed to a doubling of ocean waste, which reached 22,700 tons in 2023, more than 20% of the nation's total ocean waste. Over 62 tons of trash now pollute Jeju's water every year. Adding to this issue, fishermen from regions of South Korea often discard trash near seawalls after fishing.
물건 빠뜨리나 저기 들고 있는 주걱도 빠뜨리고 낚싯대에서 빠뜨리고 밑밥은 어차피 버리면 고기가 먹으니까.
낚시 그 밥이 새우 떡밥이라는 게 그게 독이야 독. 이 고기에는.
Trash then becomes trapped between the seawalls, making it extremely challenging for volunteers and public servants to remove. Currently, an average of 1.7 meters of trash accumulates in these spaces, even as Ministries of Oceans and Fisheries has taken steps to remove 50 tons of waste. The risks to Haenyeos are grave. Their feet become entangled in fishing nets discarded near seawalls, and they get injured easily by the fishing hook. Certain debris such as fishing nets and plastics pose particular danger, as Haenyeos risk getting their hands or feet caught, a hazard that has proven fatal in some cases. Because Haenyeos dive without any aids of modern technology, relying only on their hands, scarves, and hose, climate change and marine pollution present an immediate threat to their livelihood and their century-old ways of life. The severe damage to marine biodiversity is another pressing concern. Haenyeos now find themselves diving not only to harvest seafood, but also to clean up trash from the ocean.
바다가 오염이 돼서 제주도 뭐가 오염이 된지 바다가 다 썩고 있어. 옛날에는 바다에 가면은 이 감태라는 게 그 바다에 풀이 치랑치랑치랑 굉장히 좋았거든. 그런 풀이 없어. 그 풀이 있어야 우리 소라도 그 먹이를 감태 같은 거 먹고 크고 다 그러는데 그게 별로 없어. 그러니까 이 소라도 줄어들고 지금 소라가 많이 없어.
For these women who relies on seas resources for their livelihood, such environmental degradation casts uncertainty over the future of Haenyeos tradition.
Today, only around 3,000 Haenyeo remain, with 4 to 5 passing away each day. These women risk their lives daily, holding their breath as they navigate treacherous waters. Yet, instead of abundant marine life their predecessor once relied on, Haenyeos today often encounter plastic bottles or tangled fishing nets obstructing their path. What actions do you think we could take to protect both the Haenyeos and Jeju's marine ecosystems? Jeju's struggles is a microcosm of a global crisis, serving as a stark reminder of the destructive impact of unchecked human action. While individual efforts and NGO initiatives to clean Jeju's water are creating a positive shift, true change begins with a shift in our collective mindset. Imagine the difference if every visitor picked up just one piece of trash during their stay. Together, we can restore the water that sustains Jeju's Haenyeo and safeguard this island's legacy for the future.
What happened to our planet? What happened to the sea? There will be more plastic than fish in the ocean by the year 2050. I'm reading all the statistics, I'm hearing all the facts. It's time to understand that our actions can have drastic impacts. Now it is time. Open your heart, open your mind. Every single sea creature is counting on us. All the plastic pollution's what we need to discuss. Pay attention to the fish with plastic jewelry. This is a big problem that depends on you and me. Let's all try to recycle. Let's all be more aware. There's so much going wrong here that we need to repair. Use reusable items, donate to charities. Baby sea turtles have microplastics inside their bodies. Now let's move on. We'll keep trying until this problem's gone. Every single sea creature is counting on us. All the plastic pollution's what we need to discuss. Pay attention to the fish with plastic jewelry. This is a big problem that depends on you and me. This is a big problem that depends on you and me.
I'm a sixth-generation Floridian, and the ocean has been a part of my family's DNA for generations. We have a great love of the ocean and its sea life. We've seen the detrimental effects of warming oceans on coral reef and the sea life that depends on it. Many marine species are dying off and now endangered. Reefs also play a critical role in fighting climate change. I want to do my part to make a difference from right here in Florida.
I'm Noah. Nice to meet you, Will. Are you excited to build some coral trees? Step one is we got these PVC pipes, and we can definitely get a little bit trickier because
I'll add a little water to it. Here's the last tree to take down in Key Largo. Here we are back at the Coral Restoration Foundation, and here's the truck. We're about to unload it.
Thank you so much for doing a lot of these trees. We're actually right now meeting high demand of our trees because we're sending them around the world for other organizations that are wanting to do some coral restoration as well. So we're sending our kids down to like Jamaica and St. Croix and stuff like that. So thank you so much for making this.
Trees. We're here at the CRF Exploration Center, where we'll receive training on how to restore the coral reefs, which will
temperature increase like that in a really short period of time.
We know they've done it in the past, right? We know that they've had natural cycles of warming,
sure,
natural
right.
cycles of cooling, but those took hundreds of thousands of years instead of 100 or 200 years.
Yep, just drop it. Alright, rotate to the edge. Grab your face. Go for it.
Fantastic job across the board. You're so good at hanging the coral, so good at the monofilament.
Here are the fish data sheets.
Thank you very
Take it
much.
right
I
down.
really appreciate
Thank you.
this. Yeah. We'll look forward to looking at the numbers.
So coral reefs are important in a number of ways. One of the first ways is they provide shelter for a number of organisms on the reef. So they help enhance the biodiversity that we have, in the region. Another way that they're important, they have the algal symbionts that end up adding oxygen to the environment. When you consider that global, they are significant contributors of oxygen in the environment. Another way is that in places like the Florida Keys, they create a barrier to erosion, right?
Hello, I'm Veronica. I represent the film called Jungle in My Head. It tells about the boys' interesting adventures and experience. The film uses stop-motion animation technique. Hope you will enjoy it. Bye!
Hi, I am Luca and I am part of the Kids and Tricks team at Düsseldorf University of Applied Sciences, which worked on the movie Momo the Groundhog. Together with the kids, we wanted to make a little movie about the groundhogs living in the beautiful Allgäu and draw attention to the problems caused by climate change. We hope you like our movie and support the message. Thank you.
Unsere Murmeltiere haben ein Problem. Diese Geschichte möchten wir euch mit Murmeltier Momo nun erzählen. Eigentlich müsste Momo den Sommer nutzen, um sich einen dicken Winterspeck anzufressen und dann den kalten und verschneiten Winter in den Allgäuer Alpen zu verschlafen. Leider ertragen die Murmeltiere aber die immer größer werdende Hitze in den Sommermonaten hier nur sehr schlecht. Und anstatt sich den Bauch mit Gräsern vollzuschlagen, um gesund durch den langen Winter zu kommen, müssen sie vor der Hitze flüchten und verbringen die Zeit stattdessen hungrig in ihrem kühlen Bau bis zu 7 Meter unter der Erde. Dadurch bekommen sie dann im Winter aber große Probleme und verhungern sogar teilweise. Wir möchten jetzt alle Menschen darum bitten, besser auf unsere Umwelt zu achten, zum Schutz aller Tiere und Menschen.
Oh!
We'd like to introduce our judges now. Dilly spent 16 years as Radiohead's creative director, earning a Grammy nomination for the feature-length documentary Meeting People is Easy. In 2007, Dilly commissioned and executive-produced 60 short films for Al Gore's Live Earth campaign featuring directors from all over the world. While working on this campaign, Dilly discovered her deep love and concern for the environment, pushing her to create projects designed to deliver a green message through music and film. Julia is the founder of Be Your Change Media, which amplifies the voices of female changemakers and highlights their impact in creating a more sustainable and inclusive world. An LA-based French-American executive producer, Bouquerel worked across the globe on major multimedia productions for the European Commission and coveted brands for 20 years. After moving to the U.S., she ran the broadcasting department of an online podcast platform before launching several podcasts focusing on diversity and inclusion. Juliet served on the Women's Audio Mission and Creative Arts Charter Schools Board and is on the Fair Trade LA Board. She is a fervent advocate for environmental initiatives and the creator of the New Roads Documentary Club. She is currently producing Nature is My Teacher, a documentary on water restoration on arid lands in Arizona and Sonora, Mexico. Nia Kubo is a junior at New Roads School in Santa Monica. She is an active member of the Upper School Environmental Club and is also an avid film buff, having taken several film theory and production classes. This is her first time serving as a judge on a film festival. She is excited to bring her passion for storytelling and sustainability to the judging panel this year. We're now going to present the awards for the winning films. And the winner is and the runner-up is and the winner is and the runner-up is and the winner is and the runner-up is and the winner is Congratulations! Winning filmmakers will have trees planted in their names. Before we conclude the official program, we need your help to award our final category, the Audience Choice Award. Please go to the address on the screen and cast your vote for the film you liked best.
We hope you've enjoyed the 5th annual Climate Changemaker Teen Film Festival. Please share the festival with your friends and family.
The program will stay online for anyone to access. Earth Week runs from April 16th to the 22nd, culminating on Earth Day. Teachers, we invite you to incorporate our program into your Earth Week or Earth Day activities with your students.
Please consider submitting a film next year.
We hope you have a happy Earth Day!